Hello, hey, internet. How you guys doing? My name is Seth White, and I play drums, and I've been a drummer for over 25 years, which is not a lot for a lot of people that have, graced the stage, and have been musicians. There's people that have been in this game for over 50, whatever years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful just to be a part of it. Now, all I wanted to talk about today is how to get gigs. My take on what I believe it takes to get gigs. You know what I mean? And to get gigs, it takes consistency. You must be consistent. You must do this every day. If you don't do it every day, do it every other day, or it must become a repetition. Just like how it takes to learn your instrument. You need to have a repetition. So you must be consistent. Okay? And you must act upon your leads that you create. And your lead could come from anywhere. You could be at a gig and somebody says, "Hey man, I want to hear you or hear your band," So you say, "Okay, well, I'll email you or I'll do whatever," and if you don't follow up and do what you need to do, then you're not going to get that gig. You know what I mean? He's going to move on to somebody else. He's just like, "Oh yeah, well, he might have forgot." There's things that happen in people's lives why they're not able to give you the attention that you think you need. And so if you just hold back and just say, "Okay, well, I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to call them and I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to let them know that yes, this is what you need to have." But I take more of a proactive approach to getting gigs, in the fact that there's over 12,000 restaurants and stuff where I live. And, I'm just like, well, how can I capitalize on that? Because I feel like the restaurants need what I got. They need the entertainment. It's boring being at a restaurant and you got the DJ or whatever, but that's stupid. And it's just like, okay, well, I want I want to hear some people create and make me feel good about myself. That's what the restaurant is about. And that's why I target the restaurants, the clubs. I target everybody. You know what I mean? I don't care. Wherever you want to work, wherever you think your music works the best, you target them. Now, what I did is that I just bought like leads, to about like 500, 200. There was about 500 leads to restaurants and bars and stuff. So I just start cold calling bars and restaurants from that call list. And I bug, at least, 15 to 20 gigs off of that list. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, you got to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the work to do what needs to happen, then it will, you can't just be a musician today's age and not think about the business side of things. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of yourself, your family, everybody. You need to take care of the things that you need to want to take care of. And the only way to do that is if people show their appreciation to you with money. If they show their appreciation to you with money, then you will be able to do those things for your family, for your kids, and all that. Otherwise, you're just singing on the weekends, and you're not developing your style or developing how great you're going to be and People got to hear you. The goal is for everybody to hear you, and so one day somebody you get discovered. But until that comes, you must be able to eat for yourself, and you can't be living on a below wage. I mean, you're living worse than the waitresses. Some people. And it took you 25, 40 years to get this. It took you 25, 40 years to get this. You know? So, look. That's what I believe it is. It's making a phone call, calling the right people. Calling the right people. And whoever that is, it's a phone call. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, fuck an email. You know what I mean? Emails, they just go in the junk and they go on there. Da, da, da. No, I want to talk to this person. I want to see this person. I want to talk to this person. Then I want to see this person. And I want to set up a deal and let him know why I am the best for this position. So I'm not going to email unless they tell me, oh yeah, I'll talk to them. If I talk to them, the person, the decision maker, if he says, look, email me, then I email him. And then I call him back. Like after I email him, you know, a couple days later, I don't want to bug him, but you know, 3 days later, and then I call them and say, how'd you like what I sent you? I'm trying to create a personal relationship. You cannot create personal relationships through email. You can only create personal relationships through, communication. So, and I know email is a form of communication, but it's not personable. Okay? So, that's what I believe it takes to book a band, to book any band. It's somebody that's going to get out there, do the legwork, and call people. It's that simple. Just start calling people, the places you want to play at. Call them all the time. And I just say, make sure you have your pricing list of how much your band is going to cost. Have that shit already together. Don't just think, oh, well, it's just going to be... And you don't know what these people will pay. That's what's so crazy about most musicians. They just feel like, well, they only will pay me $100. You don't know what they will pay. If you don't put it out there, at the beginning and say, first you need to come up with, hey, what is the best pay that I want to have to keep this thing going? All my musicians, what do they want to make? I asked all my musicians, I said, how much do you want to make? And I tried to look for gigs that would pay that. Now, if I'm not successful, I always have my minimum of how much I'm going to pay my musicians. Because I feel like, okay, we are an asset in this company. Okay, wherever we go. So I will charge the $100, $200, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I will charge that. Per man. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I try to hold that standard. I'm not going to be that dude. I'm not going to be that dude that just kind of like, well, yeah, I'll pay for $50. Yeah, I'll pay for $20. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Mr. Bojangles. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to earn a living here. And I'm putting in time, I'm putting in work. I got a thing, there's a lot of things I've seen on the internet where people tell you a lot of things that you have to do to make this happen. You know what I mean? Just to be a musician, just to do a gig. All the things that go into just doing a gig. And you have to do all of that 2 hours before the gig and then, another 2 hours. So you might still, be still doing like 5 hours or whatever, on a 3-hour gig because you have to drive there, go on, whatever you got to do. And you need to get paid for that. So I'm not looking for musicians that are like, willing to take a pay cut. I respect that you want to make money. So we go out there as a whole and make this money. So I hope this is just, I don't know, just inspiration for you. I hope it's just some type of, I don't know, hit over the head. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But these clubs that ain't paying ain't staying. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't paying you. Give you a beer here and all that kind of shit. I mean, come on, man. That ain't right. I've been doing this shit long enough. That is not a professional musician. Miles Davis wasn't like that. He was about his money. You know what I'm saying? The greats, they were about their money, man. And then you give these people all this great music for free. So before I get on to a tangent, this is just something I just wanted to get off my chest. And I just wanted to help people, just kind of... A lot of people already know this, but I just want to just, help people. And I hope this has been helpful to you. If not, too bad. But everything else, peace. I'm out of here.